Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, let's chat about my amazing cousins. In summer, they love parties more than drinking. Imagine renting out the whole place, that's awesome. But little did they know, danger was sneaking up on them. Yup, the bubble bath is about to turn into a bubble panic. Two girls, one pushing 40, and an hour later, a bunch of guys dressed like they just came from mobs to Central burst in, yanking her dancing buddy away, while Danny was just across the room chatting with Dad. Watching, she was frightened, crying for Dad's help. Dad realized something was wrong and dove into the toolbox, pulling out even a tape recorder and megaphone. He quickly asked Danny if she met any weirdos at the airport, and she honestly said a guy claiming to be a savior had chatted. Dad inquired about the mysterious man's traits and meeting spot, then advised her to hide safely. He reminded her to focus and collect as much information about the baddie as possible, giving her a time limit of 5 to 10 seconds. Not a second to waste. Put the phone on the table, focus, and try to remember everything you see. But in that very instant, Danny's cries for help from the other end of the phone ceased abruptly. It was nothing short of a heart-stopping horror movie moment. She grabbed her phone back and angrily said, "If you let my daughter go now, today will be your final day. And I won't follow you, but if you don't comply, I will track you down, mark my words. I will send you packing." This isn't a joke. After she spoke this, the creep on the other end hung up. Little did she know, she just made a monumental blunder. This guy is Liam, a former CIA ace absent so long his wife married a rich guy with their daughter. A month ago, he decided to retire early just to mend things with Danny, only to have her snatched right after the reunion. This battle-scarred vet wouldn't back down. Rescue ops kicked off. He sent the recording to CIA colleagues and rushed to Danny's mom overnight. Confirming her stepdad didn't have any business enemies, he dove into Danny's room hunting for clues. Just then, a colleague from the CIA called with the intel that Danny's kidnappers were Albanian. From their accents and dialects, it was determined they were from Tripoja, a hotspot for the Albanian mob. Even the Russians steered clear of them. Their tattoos indicated they were specialized in abducting young foreign women and forcing them into the sex trade. Analyzing past cases, Liam had just 96 hours to find Danny. Time was running out. He hopped on Danny's stepdad's jet to Paris, repeatedly listening to thug recordings. To remember the criminals' voices, he meticulously recorded them. Upon reaching Paris, he headed straight to Danny's place, scaling the outer wall expertly to reach the window. After smashing the glass with one punch, he tumbled inside. The place was already wrecked. Liam meticulously searched every corner like a treasure hunt. Finally, he found Danny's shattered phone by the bed, but thankfully the memory card was still intact. By examining the memory card's photos, he spotted the pickup artist in a shot of Danny and her friend, and just when he was feeling smug, wait for it outside, a guy named Hyung was working his same old trick on a lonely lady, just about to con her into carpooling when boom. Liam swoops in, catching him off guard before he could say a word. But his friends dragged him out. How could a novice fight a former agent? A few moves later, it was over. Liam turned to find Hyung gone. Confused, Liam jumped into a taxi, riding against traffic to chase Hyung down. Just as he was closing in, Hyung unexpectedly leapfrogged onto a truck below the bridge, then jumped down to keep fleeing. Unfortunately, he didn't steady himself and got hit by a truck. The only lead was gone. Left with absolutely no other option, Liam reluctantly reached out to his buddy, who happened to be the deputy director of the French intelligence service. His friend told him to head to the Clichy Hotel and try their luck. As night fell, Liam took an Albanian-speaking translator along. He spotted a streetwalker and started to chat her up quickly, yanking out her bus. It looked like she was actually Liam's true target. In the blink of an eye, as the guy shoved her, Liam effortlessly planted a bug on her and generously handed her €50. He then left and got back in the car. Liam quickly took out a megaphone and had the translator eavesdrop, pinpointing their hideout swiftly. Next, Liam followed them to a mansion in the suburbs, smoothly blending in like a chameleon. Sure enough, behind every curtain in the room were young women forced into prostitution. Markings of control adorned their arms. Suddenly, in a secluded attic, Liam spotted his daughter's jacket, and his heart sunk. He tried to ask one girl where Danny was, patience and brain skills honed from his life's work. But even amid the crowd, he managed to escape. Liam took the girl to a secret hideout he used during missions. After concocting a diluted drug solution for treatment, he gave her emergency care. After a night of tender nursing, she finally regained consciousness. Seeing the clothes tied to Danny, the girl recalled a place called Eden Road, where there was a red door. Danny was probably locked up in there. Following the girl's lead, Liam arrived at the mob's lair, ready for vengeance. Disguised as a new national security officer, he got to meet the brains of the operation. As everyone looked suspicious, Liam rushed to declare his identity, but the mob boss insisted that all debts had been settled already. His commanding presence silenced the mobsters. They had to offer him a fat stack of cash. Just then, Liam pulled out a note and had a tattooed guy translate it. Bingo. This was the man who kidnapped his daughter. Suddenly, until the gunfire shattered the fragile silence, Liam skillfully engaged them in guerrilla warfare. In a matter of shots, he took down a dozen mobsters. Liam ran upstairs to find Danny, only to discover her friend's lifeless body. Overwhelmed with rage, he took out the loudmouthed mobster with a swift move, sending him right to judgment. Unfortunately, the hard-headed baddie wouldn't budge, so Liam mercilessly flipped the switch and 180 volts knocked him loopy in a flash. He finally revealed Danny's whereabouts, sold a high price to an underground auction house for girls. If you want to find out what happens next, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.